I made some beignet haricots for dinner, also known as puff puff and beans, and let me show you how I did it. I started by heating up a little bit of water and gathering my ingredients. Now puff puffs are so easy. We've got sugar, flour, yeast, water, and a little bit of salt. I measured out 3/4 cups of sugar. Now when I say cups, I mean the coffee mug because that's how I learned it, okay? I used about a cup of warm water. It doesn't have to be hot by any means, just a little warm. I added 2 packs of the rapid rise yeast, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and half a tablespoon of salt. I mixed that, set it to the side, and started on my main batter. Again, I'm using a coffee mug, but I'm using 3.5 cups of flour. And then I pour in the rest of my sugar. And now I pour in my yeast mixture. Now there's something about how the sugar interacts with the yeast, and that's why you kind of make that mixture first before adding it to the flour. Now comes the mixing. The hardest part about making the puff puffs is the mixing and then the frying. After my yeast mixture, I added 1 more cup of water, mixed that in real well, and added my last cup of water. Now I'm just going to continue to beat the batter until it's a relatively smooth consistency. Now you've got to let the batter rise. You leave it in a hot environment for about 3 hours. During the summer in like the Texas heat, you can leave it outside and it's perfect. But since it's kind of cool outside, I turned my oven to warm and left it in there for about an hour and then turned it off and let that batter sit in there for another hour and a half. For frying, I used vegetable oil. Now I've watched my mom make beignets so many times, so that's how I picked up the technique. But you're essentially just making little balls with your hands. To go along with the puff puffs, I made some beans. Now this is a staple in the Cameroonian culture. Beignet haricots, and sometimes we add bouillie. This is what the beignets look like inside, and when you eat, you take a little bit of the beans and a bite of the beignets, and it's like a party in your mouth.